Managing inventory can be a constant balancing act. Companies must meet demand without overcommitting stock. This is where the NetSuite Supply Allocation feature comes into play. Supply allocation lets you allocate available and future inventory to specific sales orders and work orders. Here are some key concepts to be aware of. Supply is the inventory available for allocation, including what you have on hand and what you will receive via purchase orders, transfer orders, and work orders. Demand is made up of transactions requiring inventory. For example, sales orders, work orders, and transfer orders. And allocation strategies are the methods NetSuite uses to assign inventory. With supply allocation, you can use things like customer priority, order size, expected supply dates, and other criteria to decide which orders should receive inventory first. To use this feature, navigate to the Items and Inventory tab of Enable Features and turn on the Supply Allocation feature. This adds allocation functionality across your inventory-related transactions. You'll need to create a supply allocation strategy. You can create as many of these as your processes require. Supply allocation strategies are assigned on sales order lines to communicate with the system how that sales order should be fulfilled. There are two existing supply allocation strategies that come with the supply allocation feature. Neither of these evaluates future inventory, only what you already have on hand. The predefined available allocation strategy allocates inventory to orders as the inventory becomes available. This allows you to make partial fulfillments on large orders. The predefined complete allocation strategy requires the system to fulfill complete orders rather than partials. If you use the complete allocation strategy, large orders will not be fulfilled until the entire order is available in inventory. To create a supply allocation strategy, navigate to Setup, Order Management, Order Allocation Strategies, New. Here, name your allocation strategy and complete the following sections to define it. Inventory options. If you want NetSuite to consider future inventory in allocations, select the Future Inventory checkbox. Then, select from the list the order types you want to be included. Allocation period. Is there a specific time period you want NetSuite to use when considering which inventory can be allocated to which orders? Enter the desired number of days before and after the supply required by date on an order to establish an allocation window. Allocation method. You can then decide whether you'll allocate inventory to orders as soon as the inventory is available, even if it's available long before the supply required by date, or if you'll wait to allocate inventory as close to the deadline as possible. Allocation quantities. Choose between available quantity, allowing for partial fulfillments based on availability, or complete quantity, requiring the entirety of the order to be available before it can be fulfilled. Available date calculation. Decide whether or not you want to calculate the available date using available to promise lead time. Allocation type. Choose between reserved or firm allocation. Reserved allocation designates inventory for an order but allows reallocation if needed. Firm allocation locks in items for an order. When using firm allocation, inventory can only be reallocated manually. How do you use the supply allocation strategies you create? These strategies tell NetSuite how to allocate specific inventory items. But in order for NetSuite to know which strategies to apply to which items, you'll need to select the necessary supply allocation strategy on each line item of an order. To do this, open a sales order, transfer order, or work order. Locate the line items under the Items tab and find the drop-down next to each item for allocation strategy. After assigning strategies, save the order record. How often do you want NetSuite to run allocation calculations? You can automate that process by setting up a supply allocation schedule. Start by navigating to Transactions, Order Management, Allocate Orders, Schedule, and select the new order allocation schedule. On this page, name the schedule and set the recurrence frequency, daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, etc. You can also set the next date and time when you want the schedule to start running. Order options. Select the subsidiary this schedule will apply to. Then choose an allocation processing option. This tells NetSuite how to prioritize allocation processing. The options include things like prioritizing by the highest number of orders you can fulfill or by the highest revenue you can receive from the fulfilled orders. Select and sort orders. You can select and sort orders either manually by setting parameters on this page, by selecting an existing saved search, or by creating a new search. Search criteria. If you chose the manual option for selecting orders, you'll have the search criteria section to fill out. When you're finished, save the page. NetSuite Supply Allocation gives businesses the tools to control inventory distribution proactively rather than reactively. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let us know by hitting the like button. And to learn more about how SuiteRep can help you with all of your NetSuite needs, visit us at SuiteRep.com.